I am Ragnétrude, the wife of King Dagobert I, who reigned over the kingdom of the Franks during a tumultuous period between 629 and 639. Though history often overlooks the women of our time, my role in the court, my influence, and the challenges I faced as a queen are essential to understanding the complexity of Frankish politics during this era. My marriage to Dagobert was not one of pure love, but rather a union formed for political purposes. Dagobert was the son of the great King Clotaire II, and upon his father's death, Dagobert inherited the kingdom in 629. He became king at a very young age, and I was married to him soon after, not only as his queen but as a woman who would play a pivotal role in stabilizing his reign. At that time, the Merovingian dynasty was divided into many factions, and a united kingdom was essential to keeping the Frankish people under control. We had 2 sons together, Sigebert and Clovis. I was a mother, a wife, and a counselor. My position within the royal court was vital not only for Dagobert's power but also for the future of our sons and the kingdom. While Dagobert was young and more interested in the pleasures of life, I was often left to handle matters that required steady, more calculated leadership. During these years, I navigated the delicate balance of power within the Merovingian family. Dagobert's reign was marked by attempts to strengthen royal authority. He sought to centralize power, but this was not always easy. His efforts led to clashes with local nobles and other members of the royal family. In these moments, I had to remain pragmatic, using my position to maintain peace in the palace and the kingdom. At times, it seemed as though the future of our dynasty would hang in the balance, and my actions often made the difference between stability and chaos. One of the most notable episodes of my life during this period was the conflict with my husband's family. Despite being king, Dagobert's influence was often challenged by his own court and family members, including his powerful mother, the queen regent, and his half-brothers. As a queen, I had to maneuver through this web of intrigue and navigate court politics, ensuring that our sons would one day inherit the throne without opposition. A significant event that occurred in the year 630 was the death of my brother-in-law, King Clotaire II, and the subsequent division of his lands. This event threw the kingdom into a series of conflicts and political instability, which Dagobert sought to resolve by expanding his influence, particularly over the southern regions. I stood by him during these campaigns, supporting his military efforts and ensuring that the royal household remained intact. However, I also knew that his ambitions were not always aligned with the interests of the nobility, which could have dangerous consequences. As Dagobert's reign continued, I found myself increasingly managing the day-to-day affairs of the kingdom. His time was often occupied by his military campaigns or by his indulgence in luxuries, and I was left to take care of matters at court. During these years, I had to contend with various factions and nobles vying for power, and my ability to remain impartial and politically astute was essential in ensuring the stability of our rule. In 639, after my husband's death, I was left as a widow, which placed me in a vulnerable position. My son Sigebert was still too young to rule, and the power vacuum left by Dagobert's passing opened the door to political maneuvering by other factions within the kingdom. Yet, my time as queen had prepared me for this moment. I acted swiftly to protect the interests of my sons and ensure that they would be able to rule. Though I no longer had the same influence I had when Dagobert was alive, I still remained a powerful figure in Frankish politics.